When you think of the most successful investors of all time, Warren Buffett will be one of the first names that come to mind. Often referred to as the Oracle of Omaha, Buffett has amassed a net worth of around $130 billion during his decades-long career, and he's revolutionized the investing landscape in the process. But how did he get to where he is today? Was it pure luck, natural talent, or good old-fashioned hard work? If you look at Warren Buffett's growth graph, you'll see that his wealth has expanded exponentially over his lifetime, so clearly there's more to his success than you might think. Today, we'll explain how the young Warren Buffett laid the foundation for one of the most legendary investing careers of all time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's get started. Number 1, a childhood passion for entrepreneurship. Warren Buffett's passion for entrepreneurship began when he was just 6 years old, an age when most children are struggling to learn how to ride a bicycle. The young Buffett could be seen wandering around his neighborhood in Omaha, Nebraska, hawking a variety of chewing gums, bundling them in packs of 5 and selling them a nickel each. On one occasion, a customer asked him if she could buy just one stick, but Buffett showed wisdom beyond his years by refusing to budge. The price is the price, and the Oracle of Omaha knew not to budge on it from day one. Pretty soon, Buffett realized that he could make even more money by switching to Coca-Cola. He spent the summer selling the soda from door to door, capitalizing on the hot water and the unbearable thirst it could create. This entrepreneurial drive followed him all the way to Iowa, where his family vacationed every year. Buffett used that time to expand his Coca-Cola delivery service into new territory. Now, Buffett's business mind didn't just come out of nowhere. He was and continues to be a voracious reader, spending much of his childhood at the Omaha Public Library. That's where one of the defining moments of his life occurred. Number 2, the book that changed everything. You'd think that a 7-year-old child would read something light and entertaining at the library, or something mildly educational at most. But Warren Buffett showed an incredible aptitude for business and a hunger to succeed in his reading choices. While at the library, he stumbled across a recently released book by personal finance guru Francis Miniker called 1,000 Ways to Make $1,000, and nothing was ever the same after that. This book contained several real-life examples of people who'd started businesses with extremely limited startup capital. Reading success stories about people who barely had $5 to their name showed the young Warren that he had the potential for greatness as well. As he combed through the book's pages, he also gleaned key insights about how the world of finance worked, such as the power of compound interest. To put it plainly, Warren learned how to treat money like a seed. Instead of just wasting it on short-term gratification, he could grow even more money from it in an exponential feedback loop, and that's exactly what he went on to do. The next stage of his journey took him to an arena where businesses rose and fell and destinies were forged, an arena that he'd call home for the rest of his career. Number 3, first steps into the stock market. If there's one thing that makes Warren Buffett fearful, it's spending too much money. His reading habits equipped him with the knowledge that money should always be put to work. It should be grown and multiplied at any cost, and that's exactly what he did with his savings. Decades before the majority of people felt comfortable relying on it, and not too long after it crashed and caused a nationwide economic depression, the Oracle of Omaha started investing in the stock market. Nowadays, Buffett's stock portfolio consists of companies like Apple, Bank of America, and Coca-Cola. But the first Warren Buffett stock came from a petroleum refinery company called City Service. He purchased 6 shares in the company, keeping half and giving the rest to his sister Doris. Buffett's father owned a small stock brokerage where he learned how the industry worked. When he was 10, his father noticed his keen interest in finance. So he took Warren to the New York Stock Exchange so that he could see how the most valuable market in the world operated. A year after this, Buffett dipped his toes into the stock market, and he's never looked back since. Now, while the Oracle of Omaha already had a fair bit of experience by the time he entered his teens, he was still only getting started. With an uncanny ability to spot business opportunities forged from years of hard work and research, Buffett was ready to start diversifying his portfolio. Number 4, teenage tycoon. By the time he was 14, Warren Buffett was a seasoned businessman with a stock portfolio and thousands of dollars in savings. He knew about the importance of diversification, So he decided to expand his portfolio into real estate by buying his first plot of land for $1,200. But it wasn't all about investing. Buffett also knew that he needed a source of income to keep the capital flowing, so he started delivering the Washington Post, which earned him $175 per month and created even more streams of revenue as he steadily built his fledgling business empire. This paper route alone was earning him the equivalent of a high school teacher's salary at the time. But once again, Buffett wasn't looking to spend time. It was all about investing for the young entrepreneur, and he made plenty more of them as he got through high school. For example, one of Buffett's earliest investments involved buying a pinball machine for $25 and placing it in a barbershop, earning money from patrons who were waiting their turn. He partnered with a friend for this venture, and it wasn't long before they'd expanded into 2 more barbershops across Omaha. With so much revenue coming in, it would have been easy for Buffett to pocket everything, considering he was still a minor. But that wasn't how the Oracle of Omaha did business. He's always seen it as his responsibility to pay taxes, and he first did so at the tender age of 14. Of course, he made sure to file for a tax deduction of $35 for his bicycle and watch, both of which technically counted as business expenses on his paper route. He's not one to pass up the opportunity to save capital, and his penchant for only mildly risky ventures helped him avoid losses. You probably won't see Warren Buffett's Bitcoin investments anytime soon, which just goes to show how sensible his investment strategy can be. As much as Warren would have preferred to keep managing his businesses, his father wanted him to go to college. Even though he wasn't a fan of the idea, Buffett decided to go and graduated at just 19 years old. He then enrolled at the Columbia Business School for his master's, where he encountered someone who would take his business acumen to the next level. Number 5. The Mentorship Years. One of the many books that Warren Buffett loved reading in his youth was The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. Its perspective on having long-term goals and conducting rigorous analysis had a profound impact on Buffett's investing philosophy. So when he learned that the author taught at Columbia, he just knew he had to get in, no matter what. He succeeded in gaining entry, and over the next 2 years, Graham strengthened Buffett's foundation in business strategy. He wasn't the only one either, with his colleague David Dodd also playing a role in shaping Buffett's approach to investing. Under their mentorship, the Oracle of Omaha started to take shape. For Warren Buffett, value stocks are the most important investments out there, and this knowledge came from the folks that mentored him. Number 6. A lifelong learner. Warren Buffett's first million came when he was 22 years old, and his wealth has exploded since then, to make him one of the richest men on the planet. However, he hasn't stopped learning. He claims that he spends 80% of his day reading books, financial reports, and really anything else that he can get his hands on. This allows him to keep his mind sharp and make the best possible decisions. If you listen to Warren Buffett on the crisis back in 2008, you'll see him at the pinnacle of his success, providing deep insights into the workings of the economy. All of that know-how was earned and acquired, not handed to him. And that's a wrap, affluents. How do you take the childhood story of Warren Buffett? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for future updates. See you in the next video.